Hey Libra, and welcome to your reading to what you should be focused on the next 7 days and which energies are going to support you. I will just quickly laying out a spread for you and I will be right back. Libra, so the energies that you should be focused on, or what you should be focused on for the next 7 days, we are having here the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Crowning this, we are having the Two of Wands. Okay, so let's hop right in. The Knight of Swords in an advice position to me talks about you are asked to communicate something. You are asked to communicate clearly, communicate straight, but what I hear is you should be focused on being fair. Fairness is something that you should be focused on, but be straight, be clear, and be grounded when you're communicating, okay? The Eight of Cups talks about that you should walk away from something that doesn't serve you. It could be, it doesn't need to be a person that is around you. It could also talk about a habit or a belief system, or some kind of a mindset that you're having. The Seven of Cups can talk about illusions. In an advice position, I am seeing the Seven of Cups as you need to make a choice, which actually is also kind of being reflected in the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands as an overall energy is kind of asking you to choose and to balance out something. But in the moment that you're choosing something, you're balancing something out. So if there is something that you know that you need to make a choice over, the cards are asking you, Spirit is asking you to first of all ground yourself, because this is really something you absolutely need in order to embody the energy of the Knight of Swords, in order to communicate clearly what you want, in order to be straight, okay? Not being defensive, but being clear and being straight, being a communicator, okay? The Eight of Cups is talking about leaving something behind that doesn't serve you. You need to be grounded in order to approach both of those energies in a kind of high vibrational manner, okay? So, because you have to feel your roots, okay? You have to know and feel where you come from in order to make a balanced approach towards something. And a balanced approach towards something and taking the decision of what it is that you want. Be clear about what it is that you want, because on this card here you see her it's like kind of she's holding the world in her hand and kind of like looking out on the ocean. It looks like she is kind of comparing what is ahead of her and what she is having around the world she's already holding inside of her hands, okay? So just one quick info message. Gender doesn't apply, okay? So whether I'm talking about male or female, I'm only reading energies and not genders. So then, as an energy that's going to support you, we're having the Empress, we're having the Knight of Pentacles, we're having the Five of Cups and the Seven of Wands. And what is kind of the outcome of it, or what is what is this for? Why those energies are going to help you? Jesus, what the heck is going on? Is the Ace of Cups, which can talk about a love offer, which can talk about an intuitive hit. But just let's see what is coming towards me. So the Empress as an energy that is going to support you could be you, but it could also be maybe a female or a male person that embodied the Empress. The Empress is the archetype of the divine feminine. She's Gaia, she is nurturing, she is blooming, she is pretty passive, but she is very nourishing and nurturing in the way how she how she kind of appears and how she communicates with people. It's not that she's actively healing them, but she's healing them by just being herself. Okay, this is the divine feminine. This is very beautiful. Then we're having the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy, but it's still a moving energy. Okay, so you see she's not looking not very passive. She's looking like a little bit more active. Okay, and this is, and I just, maybe you want to look over to the Aquarius reading. I don't know, but because I think we had the Knight of Pentacles over there in the reading. What I want to point out is that this could be you, someone who maybe takes the decision and approaches someone, communicates with someone, maybe like a little bit hesitant, because she's not really looking like she's like rushing in right away. She looks like a little bit hesitant, but she's steady and moving, and this is actually pretty good, because you know the Pentacles are maybe not very fast in their actions, but they're steady and they're making a steady progress with a good foundation. So then we're having here the Five of Cups, and this card really I'm not reading it the traditional way. I don't really, actually right now, don't remember what is the traditional way of reading the Five of Cups, but this card, she looks to me like she surrenders to kind of a divine plan. She surrenders to her emotion, to her intuition. This shell, by the way, is also representing your intuition, and she surrenders to it. She's just like kind of, she's living in her intuition. She's being guided by, and she's being driven by her intuition, which is very, very beautiful. So yeah, this Knight of Pentacles could, by the way, be you, or it could be someone externally coming in, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So then we're having the Seven of Wands, and you're just like, this is you. This is you. You are this horse. You are the unicorn. By the way, the unicorn is really talking about, like, to me, like soul path, destiny kind of stuff. And the seven is about spirituality also, but the Seven of Wands in this case is to me like you are up on your game. You are really, you're kind of how do I say this? You are pretty zen where you are, even though there's some kind of stuff going on currently, but you know you are safe exactly where you are because you're a freaking unicorn. So the reason why all of these things are happening is the Ace of Cups. This can talk maybe about a love offer is being handed over to you. This can also talk about your intuition that is kind of extremely, you allow your intuition to be, or to appear to you as active as it actually is. Not as it actually is, I mean as it really is. But you know, you need to open up your heart in order to really let this love in, and really allow yourself to feel your intuition, to be guided by your intuition. This what this beautiful mermaid is kind of experiencing. I believe she's a mermaid. So yeah, I've been pulling another card. It's a Chariot. This card is going to give us an indicator about why all of this is currently happening, the higher purpose of this situation, okay? And this Chariot talks about wound healing. Just I would like to have a look at how can I link this with wound healing. Yeah, of course. I mean, we're talking here about sometimes there are wounds inside of us that are keeping us away from really making a decision, because we don't maybe really Yeah, and I'm having this tone in my ear. We don't trust our intuition. We are not trusting our intuition, and I think that this move, this choice you're going to make is going to initiate something, some wound healing, because making choices is a practice. Okay, we need to practice making choices day by day, stepping out of our comfort zone. For some people it is really an act of stepping out of their comfort zone when they feel that they need to make a decision. And but it is only hard for those, or a little bit tricky for those that maybe still need to have some development in their intuition area, that they know, okay, when my gut feeling tells me that this and this is good for me or not good for me, I'm absolutely going to trust. I rely on my intuition. And as soon as you cannot 100% affirm that you are rely on your intuition 100%, you need to practice making decisions based on what your intuition is going to tell you. But in order to do this, you need to be, yeah, upside down. No, never. Don't be upside down. You need to be grounded. Vice versa. You absolutely need to be grounded. And then you will be kind of calm and collected in order to approach the Seven of Cups. Make your decision about what it is that you want. Great. We are ever evolving beings. This is really something what I want to tell you when it's about making decisions. You are an ever evolving being, okay? It is not like that. Don't think that it is like that, that when you make kind of an, as by you labeled, wrong choice, you will be punished. The only one who is going to punish you about this is you, okay? Because you have to absolutely be aware that the fact that you don't need to stay where you don't want to stay, and you absolutely need to be okay with that, maybe taking sometimes a step that wasn't very beneficial for you, but you need to be okay with it, because we're all falling. Everybody of us is sometimes like falling like on their nose, and then kind of realize, I wish I wouldn't have made this decision. But actually it was a blessing, because it was for me some kind of an indicator for me. Maybe there's some things that need to be healed in order to kind of more being focused on my intuition and rely on my intuition. Ask myself whether this decision that I'm going to make is fear-based or really my intuition. This is something that we need to practice, figure out. Don't just punish yourself for not like making it right on the first try, which is very important, which is also what the Charoite is talking about. I would like to read for you the self-understanding the self-understanding part. Deep fears and schisms pervade your being. You may not feel that you belong on earth. Alienation and insecurity lie beneath a deceptively calm surface. You are subtly driven by other people's thoughts and programs rather than your own. Yeah, this is the intuition part. This is the maybe some kind of hesitance or inability of making a decision. I absolutely feel what you are currently in. I absolutely feel it. So, healing insight. In accepting the present moment as perfect, you create the space to heal. Yeah, ground yourself. Ground yourself. Many people really underestimate the power of meditation. But in order to be in your intuition up high, your roots need to be deep, okay? And this is why you need to be grounded. You need to be connected to Gaia and connected to the higher realms, but balanced equally. This is also what the Two of Wands is talking about. Balancing it out, okay? So, yeah. That's really, and I would like to just read for you the soul path. Service to humanity, healing the wounds of the past. Beautiful. Libra. Yeah, I hope this reading helped you. I hope it resonated with you. I really hope to see you in my next video, and yeah, bye for then.